Okay, so this is Unit 8, Lesson three's homework, and this is about priority. So we learned about this in the last lesson, but it was a little bit confusing. So I thought of some ways to make it a little bit easier for you. So imagine your code is like a line of people waiting to get some food. Now, for example, let's have a look at this. So let's say this is McDonald's, and there's a line of people waiting to get their food. Now, usually people get served based on how close they are to the serving counter. And if this person wants a cheeseburger, CHB for short, and this person wants a cheeseburger, not CHB, well, the cheeseburger will go to this person first and then to this person. But before that happens, McDonald's will also check what this person wants and what this person wants. So this is a little bit about priority, right? Even if everyone wants a cheeseburger, but with some other item, so let's say they all want cheeseburgers, cheeseburger. This one wants it with nuggets. This one wants it with fries, with a drink, and this one wants times 2 cheeseburgers. Well, every single person here, actually rather we'll do here cheeseburger plus nuggets. Every single person here wants a cheeseburger, but it's going to go in this line. We'll do this one first, then this one, then this one, this one. And even though these two people have the same order, this person is going to get their order first because they are at the top of the queue. So when you're writing your code looks something like this, and then inside we have the print statements or the condition statements. The ones that are at the top of the queue will happen first. So if the first one is true, then the cheeseburger goes to this person, and it doesn't even look at the last person right here, right? So that's a little bit about priority. If that's still confusing, don't worry. We're gonna make it even more simple for you guys. So let's take a look here. If I'm hungry, I will eat food, and if I'm thirsty, I'll drink water. So if I'm hungry, okay, easy, eat food. If I'm thirsty, okay, drink water, right? And if not, then I'm going to rest. Perfect. But let's say, for example, you're hungry and thirsty. Well, Python looks through the code and checks for the first thing that is true. So because you're hungry and thirsty, oh look, hungry is here. So this is the thing that happens. You're going to eat food, and Python doesn't check everything else, right? So once it finds something that is true, which is the eat food, it doesn't check to see if you're still thirsty or if you want to rest, right? It doesn't check these things. So eating food will be the first thing that Python does, and that's priority, right? So the first thing that is true is the thing that's going to happen. So I am hungry, that's true, therefore I eat food, and therefore I don't even get to see these options, right? Python doesn't even look at these options. Okay, good. Let's take a look again. So if it's raining and it's cloudy, right, what happens? So if it's raining and cloudy, well, the first thing that is true is going to be raining. So we're going to take an umbrella, but we are not going to take a jacket. Why? Because it's raining, so this is true. So we do the action for this code, which is take umbrella. And then Python just ignores everything else, right? It does the first thing that is true, and that's it. Great, so if you finish homework, you get to play games. Else, clean your room and watch TV, right? So what about if you clean your room, but you didn't finish homework? Well, okay, didn't finish homework, so I can't do this, but I did clean my room. Okay, so then I get to watch TV. That's quite easy. The dog growled and barked. So if the dog barked and growled, right, well, both of these things are true. However, we only look at the first thing that is true, which is the dog barking. Therefore, you're going to check the door. That's it. The dog barks, you'll check the door, and then Python doesn't even look at this because it only looks at the first thing that is true. Great. Now here what I want you to do is I want you to show the priority by drawing 1 next to the first thing and 2 next to the second thing. So first, we check if you're sleeping, then we check to read, right? Or if you're bored, rather. So first we check if you should wear a coat, then we check if we should wear a hat, right? It's super simple. Okay, we're just doing a 1 and 2 in that order. Great. Now here, we're going to fix the priority. So choose the correct order. So which should come first? If your room is super messy, clean it before playing games. Okay, so think about priority. The thing that we should do before should come at the top. Right, I'm not going to give you the answer for this one. It should be quite easy, but that's a little bit about Unit 8, Homework Three's homework, or the explanation for Homework Three's homework, or Homework Three's worksheet. There we go. So I'll see you guys on Saturday. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, or maybe even morning, depending on when you're watching this. Goodbye.